there was admission by Ms. Herman that she had slapped Elizabeth.
For the record, this matter is before the court for the purpose of reviewing a plaintiff mother's parenting time and other issues. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. Present is the plaintiff mother, Blythe Herman. Also present is Attorney Leah Rourke, representing the defendant and father, Joshua McDonald, and Mr. McDonald is present. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
What is the CPS investigation still ongoing, or has that been concluded, Ms. Rourke, Ms. Herman?
Your Honor, it has been concluded.
Okay, and closed?
It has been closed, yes.
Any recommendations of CPS?
No, there was admission by Ms. Herman that she had slapped Elizabeth because there were no physical injuries. They closed it with a finding of no preponderance.
Okay, right. And Elizabeth is still engaged in counseling, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
How often does she attend? Weekly, every other week?
Typically weekly. There have been some scheduling issues. The counselor was out. I believe the counselor canceled an appointment due to being ill. And we did address an issue of a balance owed to the counselor to get Elizabeth rescheduled. We did address that this morning. Ms. Herman had agreed to take care of that balance to get her rescheduled.
Very well. The parties have conferred with Ms. LaPrade from the court this morning, who has provided the court the fine recommendation that mother shall have parenting time on Saturdays from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. Mother will provide all transportation. The parenting time shall take place in a public place. Mother shall pay $108.47 to Elizabeth's counselor to be able to schedule the next session. And finally, the parties will appear back for support for review October 23rd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That is the recommendation. Ms. Herman, do you understand the recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you opposed to the court adopting the recommendation?
No, Your Honor.
How are things going between you and Elizabeth right now?
Phone conversations have been great. We got to see each other on the 30th to do a little shoe shopping, so that was pretty awesome.
Good. And I know last time we talked about you wanted to be able to have dinner with her.
Yes, so looking forward to that.
Okay. Obviously, the counseling is important. So do you agree that you'll pay this sum to the counselor, the 108.47, pay that as soon as possible so we can continue that counseling, which is important in reestablishing that relationship between you and your daughter, Elizabeth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you still, these hours of 1 to 5 doesn't really give much chance for either lunch or dinner. It's like after lunch and before dinner. Are you still desirous of having dinner with her on Saturdays? We extend that to maybe like 6 o'clock.
I would love that.
Right. Obviously in a restaurant. To Ms. Rourke, any objection to giving mom more time on Saturdays so she can have a meal with her daughter?
Your Honor, I'll defer to my client. That was the time frame that Ms. Herman requested, and he agreed to that. Josh?
Yeah.
I remember last time Ms. Herman did request the opportunity to have a meal with her daughter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Will that give you enough time to have an early dinner then, Ms. Herman, if we change time from 1 to 6?
Yes, Your Honor.
And obviously, there's no reason why you probably know what the restaurants Elizabeth enjoys.
Yeah.
Like give you more time to another activity on a Saturday.
Yes.
All right, so we just if we make one modification, Ms. LaPrade, to extend the Saturday parenting time from 1 to 6.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And so with this recommendation, Ms. Herman will be picking up Elizabeth from Dad's house. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And obviously having a 14-year-old daughter, I'm sure she loves to go shopping as well. So if she needs the school clothes, it's probably an ideal time to spend valuable time with your daughter, Ms. Herman, just a suggestion. Ms. Rourke, this revision, is this acceptable to your client?
It is, Your Honor.
Right. Anything further then this morning, Ms. Rourke or Ms. Herman?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would just note for the record that since we were here in court last, Elizabeth has been going to counseling. My client has encouraged her to communicate with mom. They did go shoe shopping last week. Elizabeth asked if that was something that she could do with mom. That did go well. And so my client is encouraging that relationship. He's hopeful that they will be able to continue to build on that progress with the assistance of the counselor.
Very well. Hopefully with the continued assistance with counseling, we can go back to normal parenting time. All right, so we'll put this back on our docket October 23rd, 8:30 a.m. Ms. Rourke, do you receive regular letters from the counselor updates?
Your Honor, I have not. My client's requested a written update from the counselor. He's not received that from her yet.
Okay. And obviously, there's nothing wrong with Ms. Sherman talking with the counselor. Is that correct? She can reach out to her and inquire what she can do to reestablish a relationship with Elizabeth.
That's correct, Your Honor. Elizabeth's appointments historically have been scheduled on Saturday afternoons. That was something that we talked about today. Mom will take her to those appointments so that she can be involved to the extent the therapist deems appropriate with the actual sessions, but also so that she has I guess, easier access or can communicate with the therapist before or after sessions for any recommendations she might have for Ms. Herman directly.
Very well. Thank you, Ms. Roca. Anything else you want to add, Ms. Herman?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so again, we've changed the parenting time session from 1 to 6 on Saturdays. We'll be back to review parenting time October 23rd, 8:30. Hopefully we can make some real progress between now and then. Right. Everyone be mailed copies. I will conclude this hearing. You can all zoom out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I haven't seen my kid in 11 weeks.
Okay.
I'm
What's
heartbroken.
This was a traumatic event. There's no dispute as to whether or not mom, by Elizabeth's account, it was hard enough that she knocked her off the bed.